The problem is the solution. You've heard me talk about this before, but here's another example. After we called it quits with building the tractor last night, I came out to check on the sheep and I noticed my battery was blinking red again. And it's only been about 3 or 4 days since we last charged it. It should be going longer than that. About 2 or 3 nights ago, I sent a poly wire out to this deer fence and got it electrified. I noticed the sheep were testing it a little bit and they were trying to eat under it, so I got it electrified and they started respecting the fence. The problem is all this weed growth around the border of the fence. I'm suspecting that's why the battery died so quickly. It's grounding out so much, putting a lot of strain on the battery. The other issue I'm having is getting the sheep fresh forage. I wanted to get the laneway set up several days ago so I can be moving the sheep out of this paddock, but we had this window of opportunity to try to get the tractor done at the end of the 30-day challenge, so we jumped on the chicken tractor instead of the laneway. The problem is the solution. The sheep needed some forage, and I needed the weeds trimmed around the garden. I moved the deer fence in closer to the garden, which exposed a lot of forage for the sheep, in particular forbs, plantain. So the lambs are gonna graze down all this area where the fence was, and then I can move my fence back out and turn the energizer back onto it. The lambs have fresh forage, and the fence can be energized again. The problem is the solution.
Today I'm going into the garden because it's a mess and we want to be able to share a little more of the grass that's overgrowing it with the sheep. So I'm going to do a little bit of trimming, see if we can get some more vegetables growing in there, give them some more room, and generally just do some maintenance. Hey dudes! You wonder why I'm here? Oh, I'm here to make sure that you have a little more nice fresh grass to eat. Yeah, you're good. You're good boys. Oh, he's not supposed to be here. Totally my fault. See, we have some really nice yellow crookneck squash growing in here. They look pretty good. Maybe another week they'll be ready. We love them, so we're really excited. So what we're trying to do today is actually really simple. Oh no, a sheep is trying to get in. Oh, okay, 2 of them. Well, anyway, the sheep really want to get in. So what we're doing is we're just covering the ground with burlap. Over here where the grass is really thick, and as you can see, the squash want to grow way outside of the area we gave them, which is great. Looks like we have some nice squash growing, and we want to make sure they have enough room.
So Ashley was just out here talking to you guys about the garden stuff, and as she was closing the fence back up, she noticed the sheep were testing that fence out. Since they had all that access inside that fence today, with the fence pulled back in and the fence not being on, they're challenging that fence a little now, so I'm gonna get it wired back up, get the electricity back in it to keep them off that. All right, so energizing the deer fence, all I'm doing to get it electrified is I'm running this poly wire. I tied a little knot in it to this clip, which is hooked to the energizer through the battery. And I'm running this poly wire over to the fence here and just tying it off. And it's several feet off the ground, so there's not an issue of the lambs hitting it. So you can see here, it just goes from this fence over there and it just carries that electricity right on through. See? We can't have that. That is why we gotta get this thing lit back up. Well, we ran out of time again, but we've made some great progress today. We made the frame for the roof. We got the hardware cloth up on either side. We got the door and the hinges on, the hasp, this. What we have left to do is get the roofing material on here and the roofing material are on the side. And we'll be able to get this thing wrapped up.